blessings involved, contracts. Welcome back to Pisces TV, as this is your daily vibe. Those of you that are new to the channel, definitely appreciate you stopping by. Be sure to check the description box. There's a link to our Patreon platform for those of you that are interested in membership opportunities that want to join us on the other side. The extended to this video will also be made available through our Shark members. Here on YouTube, we have the merchandise section, which will be updated, but has some pretty cool stuff in there, so check it out. We have the community board where I post a lot of the agenda, products and services up close, coupon codes. We're having a Black Friday sale, so look at the community board for those instructions, as well as our giveaway. For the first time ever, I'm doing 3 free readings. The instructions are on the community board. As far as the rules, okay, and I will be choosing, like I said, 3 winners of my commenters. Now you can like, share, and also comment. You don't have to just be limited to comments, but go check out the rules if you want to enter to win a free reading. Like I said, because there's so many of you, one person for such a short period of time would have been okay, but I felt the need to want to do 3, so I will be choosing 3 winners. That way, you know, be more optimistic. If it was like $1 million up for grabs and like 100,000 people and they was like, oh, I'm picking 1 winner, it's like, man, you know. So I just thought 3 was a better number. So as we get started with the daily vibe, guys, I do appreciate your patience. Okay, so we have been doing the love readings. If you're interested to know who, where, when, who's coming toward you, those readings have been popping off left and right. And I wanted to get you guys taken care of, so now we're going to do the daily vibe, as I have allocated time to do that. You can see, you want some? You can see the icebreaker cards here in front of us, and we're going to go ahead and get started with the reading. Here you go. Keep it low. Okay. So I am doing a Celtic spread for those of you that are new to the channel. The clarifiers, detailed conversation, and pick a card will be in the extended. As the daily vibe doesn't always have to be specifically about love, finances, or a specific thing. For some of you, it could be about everything. All right. So as we start with the icebreaker, I have 8 of Pentacles. All right. The spider, the web, prosperity. I do like 4s. And then double emphasis on the 4. If you're into master numbers, it could be 44, because they chose to break up the pentacles in such a way. It also talks about pairs, could be joint income, something you're working toward. And traditionally, it's like someone working around the clock where they've perfected or done something, but continuing to work through things or work on things. So you could be working on self. This could talk about partnership, finances. All of you guys that may have home-based businesses, or something about work, you know, working around the clock, working around the moon cycles, working with the elements, okay? The 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands coming up in a conflicted kind of energy. I feel that's like spreading yourself thin, kind of being all over the place, doing too much, okay? And then the 2 of Wands coming out as the outcome, or the advice card is like to take a new direction. Look how we complete something we've been working on, I feel like may be completed, and then boom, it opens up the door to a new path. So that's kind of cool. Or you making a conscious decision to go in a different direction. Now, others of you, if this isn't a particular person, place, or thing, it's your own energy. The 10 of Wands is also my pressure card, dealing with depression, dealing with baggage. Some of you guys that are actually moving, you know, needing to pack and move and go in a different direction, away from where you are. I like the background of the 2 of Wands, where we have the chakra system. And then notice how at the bottom, there's a little bit of crown moving all the way up through the root chakra. And then it's like that's where the path is leading you toward, you know, practicality, toward the root talks about authority, how we make money, our survival instincts, and stuff like that. So that could come up in the reading. Just be mindful of that. But we'll go ahead and get started. I like the Two of Wands also being in the World card, where it talks about success, completion, and cycles. The Eight of Pentacles also talks about cycles, and the Ten of Wands could indicate an end of a cycle with a new beginning. As we have the 1111 portal yesterday, and then where we have other portal talks on Friday the 13th, which is also like a change. For some of you, good luck, bad luck, past karma. So for the better or for worse, what could be coming toward you. And those of you that may have been burdened by work and finances, and struggle, or relationships that weren't really giving. I feel like the portal may be bringing good things your way, but making a conscious decision to take upon this energy or the opportunity is important as well, right? We can't just be clinging on to old stuff for dear life, hoping for the new stuff to come. You got to have strength. You got to have strength and trust. So as I get the cards shuffled up, we are going to get started with your reading. Some of you guys, oh man, that Capricorn energy could talk about discipline for some of you, or relieving yourself from codependencies, bindings, limited beliefs, breaking away from the past, no longer beating a dead horse, a new beginning. So it's like something that ain't working. It's a perfect time to kind of let it go of. Now, I am going to shift the cards because I've been doing a lot of readings with the Wild Unknown. And so we're going to use my, the Brady Tarot to get started. So thank you guys for being patient. I like to get them mixed up and worked out. I like that. We have the teacher. We have a student. Question and answer. Okay. Father of Roots talks about wisdom, learning from the past. So some of you guys, the things that you have come into this reading questioning, okay, or if I'm talking about any spies, dang, we talked about 44. We get cosmic messages. Who was the 44th president? Was it Trump was 44? Is the new president, is that 45? I don't even know what number we on, but spies? Ooh. Okay, that's something else. Anyway, the Father of Roots is here, which talks about the teacher, the wise one, the professor, philosophy. This is that earth energy. So you see the Two of Wands was pointing toward that root energy. And we have the Father of Roots. So this is self-mastery. For some of you guys, it could be financial advising or advancement. Okay, I do like that. Something that you have put energy into studying before, or just being observant, even some information coming in toward you, a new study. Some of you guys, I can't let go of the fact that it may be time to do something different as far as your work, to study new things. You could notice emails, communications, or just hunches about studying new projects or doing something different. Like you probably wouldn't even sign up for it and just randomly get an email about a massage therapist course or some type of metaphysical thing that you're interested in. Here we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is that same Eight of Pentacles energy. Look at that. So I feel like a change in pace when it comes to your finances, a change in pace in life. I do feel a lot of good luck for you though. I don't see it as a negative thing. Where we have earth and we have fire, we have some type of creation. That's funny. Center of the environment. We have the magician. The magician has the ability to co-create with the universe this level of prosperity. So it's like you have learned a lesson. For some of you, you may have an open road or a go ahead because you've learned a lesson. I feel like there's a shift in cycles. And then here we have the magician, the one. The number 11, after we, like I said, we went through that whole 11-11 energy the other day. But these are very good energies where you are co-creating. Now, if this is like an energetic thing where you have higher potential in manifesting, it is a time to be positive, to go in the direction that you wish to see things, to think the direction that you wish to see things, but more so about the action, for you to take action towards whatever it is that you truly want. Okay. Now, it is very important to do that when we have these quote-unquote portals of opportunity, where it's like you have a higher chance of something working without a lot of obstacles or backlash. All right, so take advantage of it. If you've been thinking about taking a course, thinking about doing something different, now is the time. Look at that. The Two of Wands coming back out. The Two of Wands talks about success. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, we have the King of Pentacles, and we have success. So some of you have already done that. You chose to go in a different direction. You know from the past something that doesn't work, something that does work. If this is the ideal partner for some of you guys, in the center of the environment, making different decisions in your actions, not so much in your thought and your choices with the wands, but it's like choosing to go at a different route, even with your lovers, because the Magician and the Father of Roots are two totally different energies. As we have the number 2 here, and then we have like the 1 and the 2, so it talks about synchronicities with the Wheel of Fortune. I think that's totally dope. Now, crowning you, we have the 7 of Wands, which talks about power. So it's like your crown energy is your strength. For any of you, if you're into meditation or asking yourself, where do I have blocks and what's limiting me? I don't feel that your spiritual gifts or your crown chakra is the issue. For some of you, it is the root. It is the earth energy. It is in staying grounded. But you will have success. For some of you guys that have been dealing with a power struggle with you, the Emperor in your life, authority figures and things like that, when the root, and the reason why I bring it up is because when the root chakra is out of whack, it does affect your finances. It does affect your relationships with the authority, maybe even feeling defensive or not really feeling like you are living life to the full potential. Because if you're struggling or in survival mode, you're not really having a lot of fun. Okay, near future, as we talk about fun, here is the Son of Feathers that does talk about excitement. It talks about optimism. Okay, now others of you, it's like this fresh wind coming in with the Son of Wands is happening pretty fast. If you're being asked when to go in a different direction or when to choose something new, the answer will be now. So whatever choices you guys have been thinking about or direction you've been thinking about going, or even if this is you being more optimistic to even have the energy to see the potential in something new, to have the courage to let go of something old, the timing is now. 10 of Wands coming up as the challenge. It came up as the challenge in the icebreaker, so that makes a lot of sense, where it talks about burdens, packing up and moving on. Something that wasn't successful may change. Something that was successful may have changed. And you may have learned lessons in when to let go of something, when to fight for it, facing your fears. And it's just an energy of that sun and that moon where we talked about the eclipse of some sort. So going through purges and getting rid of like self-doubt or whatever your shadow energies are. Okay, here we have in the environment endings, when to let go, transformations, Scorpio, wherever that may fall in your chart, or the end of something. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have transformation, change, and endings, and then we have success. So when I say good karma coming to you, past efforts, because the Son of Feathers sometimes represents the South Node, represents the past, and I feel like for some of you, past efforts are going to be rewarded. Others of you that may have been struggling to let go of things, to move forward, to get out of the past, when it talks about karma being paid, I don't know, because this is death, but also Scorpio is a very karmic energy. So either way, we'd have to see, what's coming to you, whether it's good karma or if it's wrapping up previous cycles that we didn't really let come to a close. Okay, now look at me talking about having power struggles and issues with the Emperor. Somebody could be abusing power, so just be mindful of that. If there's anyone in your life that may have tried to hold you back in certain areas, the Magician is just the energy of making the impossible happen. The Emperor is someone who would, I think, feel a threat to what they've established and wouldn't want the Magician to overpower them or outstep them, because the Magician has the capability and the potential to do so. But the Emperor is like, what I'm feeling is that if it's kind of like the presidential election, like if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. If it's someone else's turn to like do something, you shouldn't take that as you shouldn't be offended by that. And so I don't care if this is in business, if this is in relationship, if this is in life. If I take it from a stable standpoint, It just says that it may be your time, Pisces, to shine. You getting your stability, you stepping in your power, getting out of the beginning. For some of you, it's like you may even feel pressure to start something else over. And others of you, this is like rewards coming from things that you've already started or already completed. So just keep that in mind. But I do still feel, like I said, it's time for something and time out for something else. And there could be a battle of some sort with this power over here crowning you. You could also even be stepping into your star power. But this is also just a reminder that other people in your environment or who may have had a stronger hand over it may be in disagreement with you, okay? This is giving me the King of Wands kind of energy with the Ten of Wands, where it talks about a level of completion. So all of my entrepreneurs, just be mindful that you may have struggled in your path, but success, if not guaranteed, is upon you because of timing, because of the work that you've put in, because of the experience, because of the wisdom. And so I definitely like that. Now, we have been talking about the Emperor where it comes to love. And I'm sorry, the Empress and the Emperor when it comes to love. And it seems that the Empress kept leaning toward this Father of Roots. So if, you know, you have been in relationships, or if you have seen someone that you thought was the one, that could be coming to an end, and you could be meeting a totally different person, because we have the ideal mate here in the current situation, or the ideal person, the ideal income, the ideal work schedule, the ideal career, whatever. And then here it's like what we thought, you know, what tradition said, or what we thought we wanted, or who we thought we wanted, or whatever. And so there's like a slight change, or even some type of standoff with these energies. Now, the outcome, we have the Son of Horns. So be mindful of any offers coming to you and opportunities coming to you. Also be mindful of emotionally manipulative individuals, okay? Others of you, I feel if you have been alone and doing something, that there is a need for you to be more assertive and sociable at this time. If things have been a little bit stagnant in finances or your dating life, to find the inspiration and the optimism to kind of get out there and continue doing it, even if you feel it's burdensome to start over. A lot of times when I do like relationship counseling or readings, I find that a lot of people stay together because of the time they've invested in situations. And it's kind of like the ego, or like I said, just the energy of being by yourself from some time and letting go. So if you want, with this Chariot, someone else to come in, or if you're wondering like what's coming toward me, it's the energy of kind of like letting go of something to get something, which is also like the sacrifice, or something that you need to give in order to receive. Others of you, I feel on a more, you know, it could be, oh look, the 13th, so we kind of like get some Friday the 13th energy. That's kind of cool, where it looks like some people, because I said there's going to be good karma and not so good karma. So crowning you is the power, is the assertiveness. Here is that third eye energy of the King of Wands that's driving the Chariot. It also talks about spiritual connection, spiritual gifts, or just this very spiritual moment. And then we have 23 with the 2 and the 3 here. That's Venus for me. So check to see where Venus could fall in your chart. 7 is the number for Pisces. So that is a very lucky number for you guys. Check into that. But I just feel where you may have had burdens, I think there's going to be some level of success, and that's what's changing, to come out of the King of Wands mode and into this King of Pentacles mode. I feel like you're at an advantage in certain areas of your life, especially where this talks about your finances. But I like that right there. That's so cool. So we're going to take some clarifiers and get into what's coming toward you, be it good karma, bad karma, what you need to let go of, what it is that's being created, given, or manifested for you, and then why the change in time could be difficult. For some of you, we did have, the fall, the time changes and it gets dark a little bit sooner than it used to, all right? It also talks about these nights here, so something about how you move, what's moving toward you. This is romantic. This is kind of like fun and feisty. So lacking commitment and dedicating my all, you know what I'm saying? So we have to see, maybe that's why, like I said, the Empress kind of maybe doing some shifts when it comes to these two different energies in her pick of the litter. So we will see. Until next time, guys, I definitely appreciate you stopping by. Namaste.